You still got the gun, haven't you? I told you you'd need it because only two can play the next game.
Oh, no.
Just two of you go on from here, your choice.
It's make your mind up time.
You choose one and kill the other.
No.
Just choose family or friend.
We're not actually going to discuss this, are we?
Oh, man.
I'm sorry, Dr. Watson. You are a fine man in many respects. Make good goodbyes and shoot him.
You can't!
Shoot him? What?
In a way, Sherlock is more close to Watson than Mycroft. That's the thing.
Whatever lies ahead requires brain power.
That's what I was thinking, but he can't kill Watson.
Prolong his agony. Shoot him. Do I get a say in this? Today we are soldiers. Soldiers die for their country.
Oh, no.
I regret, Dr. Watson, that privilege is now yours. Shit. He's right.
Oh, shit. But you've got a daughter.
I should have expected this. Pathetic. You always were the slow one. The idiot. That's why I've always despised you.
Maybe he's just playing a trick of the mind with him.
No, he
Once in
is.
your life, do the right thing.
So he shoots him.
Put this stupid little man out of all
Yeah, he's pissing him off so he can shoot Mycroft.
Please, for God's sake, just stop it.
Why?
Because on balance, even your Lady Bracknell was more convincing. Nor everything he just said. He's being kind. He's trying to make it easy for me to kill him.
Yeah. I don't want anyone to die.
So much harder.
You're us, you bitch.
This is my fault. Moriarty.
Moriarty.
A Christmas treat. 5 minutes conversation with Jim Moriarty. Unsupervised.
A lot was said. It started it all.
Goodbye, brother mine.
You kidding me?
No flowers.
Jim Moriarty thought you'd make this choice.
He was so excited.
And here we are. The end of the line. Holmes killing Holmes.
He guessed it. They guessed it. Oh my god.
This is where I get off.
Yeah, we know.
5 minutes. It took her just 5 minutes to do all of this to us. I'm not on my watch.
What are you doing?
10,
No, Sherlock.
9,
She doesn't want him to go this way.
She did say only two were
I
required.
read big yet.
5,
He doesn't die.
4, 3,
He forced her hand. She's too focused on him to let him die like this.
Yes, yeah, no, I'm still here. I'm here.
Oh, I love that he can talk to a kid now.
Yes. How long was I away?
Hours and hours.
How is that plane?
Autopilot?
I am telling the truth. Go to the front of the plane. Can you do that?
The front.
Yes, that's right. The front.
You mean where the driver is?
Yes, that's it.
Okay.
She's such a cool little kid. Really brave.
That is one strong
Yeah, I'm here.
anesthesia ring.
Oh.
Oh shit!
Where are you? All right, we'll just keep exploring. Tell me anything you can about where you
The
are.
holes are rough. The rock, I guess.
What are you standing on?
A well.
Stone, I think. But listen, there's about 2 feet of water.
Oh no, they're gonna. Oh.
Bones, Sherlock. There are bones in here.
What kind of bones?
That's what. Oh my god! That's where she tied him up. That's where she tied him up.
Shit.
Oh my god! He needs to find out where John is. He's gonna turn out as the dog.
All right, what can
He
you
could
see?
never find where his dog was.
She never told him where it was.
She sang a song.
Well, you and I are gonna.
The song is the key, but the song doesn't make sense.
We just need to. Where's our drops? Also contractile dependent. Not real ones.
Ah, so yeah, he has to find where the dog was.
Musgrave.
I'm letting the water in now. You don't want me to drown another one of your pets, do you? At long last,
Oh, bitch!
Sherlock Holmes, it's time to solve the Musgrave ritual. Your very first
Final
case.
problem.
And the final problem?
His very first case.
Sherlock! The Welsh is flooding!
Try as well as possible not to drown. I'm going to
Easy,
find you. I'm
sis.
finding you.
Hurry up, please, because I don't have enough!
There's a dude that's happening! Well, you got time.
You're awesome. You said the answers in the song, but I went through the song line by line all those years ago, and I found nothing. I couldn't find anything. Then there was a beech tree in the grounds, and I dug. 16 feet by 16 yards, 16 meters, and I found nothing.
It was a clever little puzzle, wasn't it? So why couldn't you work it out?
Sherlock, there's something you need to know.
Emotional context. And here it comes.
The bones I found, Mycroft's been lying to you. To both of us. They're not dog's bones.
Remember Daddy's allergy? What was he allergic to? Well, would he never let you have all those times you begged? Well, he never let you have a dog.
So he never had a dog.
You were upset, so you told yourself a better story. But we never had a dog.
He had a brother. How many fucking siblings is there?
Oh my goodness. Gosh.
Victor Trevor
Or his friend.
played part.
Okay, no,
Oh,
forget
it's
that.
just another friend.
Was Yellow Beard, and
I'm sorry, too many siblings.
he was Redbeard.
You were inseparable, but I wanted to play too.
What did you do?
I am lost. Oh, who will find me?
Please don't shoot. Please don't kill me. Please.
I was feeling bad for their dog, but a kid?
That's why it was so distant.
Deep water, Sherlock, all your life, in all your dreams. Deep waters.
It's
You
true.
killed him. You killed my best friend.
I never had a best friend.
Fuck you.
I had no one.
Oh. That's not how you make friends. She's doing it again.
Okay, let's play.
Your version of playing with a kid is messed up, girl.
The wrong date. She used the wrong date on the gravestones as the key to the cipher, and the cipher was the song.
Is this strictly relevant?
Well,
Yes,
yeah.
I'll be with you in a minute.
Let him talk. He needs to say
yeah.
his thought process.
The lights are getting closer.
That's not working. It's a number of the words of the song.
It's so cool.
Then rearrange the numbered words to match the sequence on the gravestones. I am lost. Help me, brother. Save my life. Save my soul.
Doing some
Seek
Doctor
my
Strange
room.
magic.
Seek my room.
Oh, God.
Run, run, run!
I think it's time you told me your real name.
I'm not allowed to tell my name to strangers.
Oh no,
But I'm not a stranger, am I?
I thought that.
I'm your brother. I'm here, Euros.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
You're playing with me, Sherlock. You're playing the game.
Whoa, the
Yes, I get it
third.
now. Look how brilliant you are. Your mind has created the perfect metaphor. You're high above us all, alone in the sky, and you understand everything except how to land. Now, I'm just an idiot. I'm on the ground. I can bring you home. Help me save John Watson.
John just suffers it all.
Mycroft, make sure he's looked after. He's not as strong as he thinks he is.
I'll take care of it.
Thanks, Greg.
Hey!
Did you remember
It
after
took
all?
4 seasons.
Let's move it then.
Alive for all these years?
I was trying to be kind.
Kind.
Well,
Kind. You told us that our daughter was dead.
Better that than tell you what she had become.
When can we see her?
There's no point. She won't communicate with anyone in any way. She has passed beyond our view. There are no words that can reach her now.
well, me.
Sherlock, you were always the grown-up. What do we do now?
As a parent, I understand wanting to see their daughter.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna play for her.
Yeah, that's what yeah. It's a way to communicate. Well, before he didn't know you were there, but now he can play for you. You can play together. Oh, it's beautiful though.
Why did I send again? Oh.
P.S. I know you two. When life gets too strange, too impossible, too frightening, there is always one last hope. There are 2 men sitting arguing in a scruffy flat.
Aww.
The best and wisest men I have ever known.
They came, yeah.
My
They
Baker
listened.
Street boys. Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson.
Great way to finish this.
Um,
Wow, that was so
I
cool.
thought that Jen was a little bit more fantasy book-like, to be honest.
Let me get rid of
But-
that fucking fly, sorry.
Oh, damn, the
The monologue.
song that they are playing on the volume is so beautiful.
The last montage of Mary basically saying that the legend that they are, the friendship that they have, their duo is never gonna stop existing, because as much problems as they have, with the trauma, with the backstory, they are always going to be there to make a difference. The last montage with the parents, looking for a way to talk with Huros and Sherlock finding a way to communicate with her, but it's a way that he found through his heart, a way that didn't require any brains, any deductions or anything. It came straight from the heart. I feel like it just really shows what type of person he's grown to be. Compared to the first episode, like, he became human.
Yeah, he changed.
Yeah. Like, this entire episode, just the way he talked to the little girl, the way he just became soft around her right away.
Even though, do you remember the case with the woman, with the 2 child that disappeared? He was nice with the kids.
Yeah, but it felt like it was forced before.
Yeah.
We've been saying that ever since this show started, that, with John around, he slowly started to get in touch with his emotions. He came to terms with the fact that John was his best friend and he was willing to do anything, to have him by his side. It makes a lot of sense, since he lost his first best friend, that he would close himself up, like this, that he would never try to get closer to someone else because he lost that person. He got traumatized, like fuck, that was intense. But this entire last case wasn't about deductions, although that's what she tried to make them do. Like, she made them, think about who killed who, and use your deduction skills. She really wanted to see how he worked. She wanted to play that game with him. But at the end of it, I feel like this entire case was really just about a little sister who wanted to have someone around, someone to understand her, someone to deal with her.
Games.
She was she had problems.
Yeah.
But I think her problems, you know, when you're a kid who's really, she's a genius, okay? She's above even Sherlock and Mycroft. She probably felt misplaced. She probably felt left out a lot, and her genius ended up being her doom. It kind of separated her from everyone else, and after that it kind of doomed her even more, because that's what landed her in this prison. She never had anyone to care. She never had anyone to support her emotionally. Like, that's one thing with Sherlock that we've been, you know, saying, is that he focuses always on his, you know, deductions. Like, the Holmes brothers, that's what they do. You know, they're all in here, and they don't want to allow themselves to go in here. And Sherlock, it took him 4 seasons and a lot of years with John Watson to open himself up. She never had a chance for that. She had no one, no friends, no emotional, you know, context for what was happening to her. She was just in prison and away from everyone. So having a brother who plays with her, understands why she's this way, and it gives her, you know, a reason, you know, you're gonna be in prison and everything because you did these things, but I'm still your brother, this is still your family, I'm still gonna show up, and if you can't communicate because we're so, you know, apart, I'm gonna give you something that you understand and that I understand, and we're gonna, you know, communicate this way. Yeah. And I think that's great that they brought their parents too at the end, because like they said, like, they have no way of having her communicate with anyone, but this way she's alive, like she does something, and it's like she said something about like play you, so the music they're playing represents who they are, so it's basically her saying to them, this is me, you know, do you understand who I am now? It gave them this opening. It's really beautiful.
What was I supposed to say? I totally forgot what I was about to say. Damn it. Okay, yeah. I just like to say that I really liked how they played this final villain compared to the previous one, Magnuson. Because
you really didn't love Magnuson.
Well, with Magnuson, they introduced this villain who got this huge memory place. Yeah. That could have been so awesome to use, and they just kill it off right away. And yes, Magnuson was technically Mycroft's enemy, if we can say like that, but they didn't use it. With her though, she was there for the end of the last episode, and one other episode for the finale. But it felt right. But you know, the way that she prepared her plan and that she played with Sherlock, Watson, and Mycroft was brilliant, and it was dynamic.
It was psychopathic. It was crazy. The thing is, I know some people don't like this episode. I know that a lot are saying that this last season was
maybe I can understand why.
But to be fair,
the finale for me with the plane and she's in her head and she can get down was
was too convenient a little bit.
Yeah, maybe. A little bit too convenient. Yeah. But at the end of finally we keep her around and she's fine.
One thing though that I can appreciate with this episode is that, like you said, we saw her only 2 times. This episode and a bit in the last one. But I don't, you know, sometimes I could argue that it feels forced, the storyline doesn't seem to match with anything, but to me it felt more like I was saying that there's still a door open for season 5, but this feels like the end of the show. And why? Because everything they addressed closed the door on a lot of mysteries that they've been setting up for 2 seasons now, because Redbeard, the first time we mentioned the dog, I think it was in season 3.
Sure.
Yeah? Was it?
I guess.
Or, no, maybe even before that.
Season 2 with Moriarty.
Moriarty mentioned him. So, in a way, I have no idea what went in their minds, like in the writer's mind when they wrote this, but they had something planned for Sherlock's backstory, for what made him antisocial, what, you know, closed him off to any emotions, any connections to anyone. Finding out that he had a sister, I mean, that maybe came out of the blue a little bit, but at the same time, it's not like they never mentioned that, oh, the other Holmes, you know, they mentioned someone else before, and Redbeard has been, around since Moriarty, like you said. So I think it closed everything perfectly. Like everything, we had an answer for every little question that at least I remember, because I don't know if anything was left up there.
Well, the obsession with the deep water that we saw during season 3, basically.
The dog
was nice. I liked the horrible nice twist that Redbeard was a little boy.
That's sad as fuck. That poor little kid. That's really sad. And like I said, it explains a lot about Sherlock's personality. And not just Sherlock, like it shows also a lot about what Mycroft, or, who Mycroft is as a brother. Mm-hmm. Because there's a lot of stuff he's been saying. There's a lot of lies he's been, giving his brother just to keep him safe. Because Mycroft, compared to Sherlock, he hasn't made a lot of, progress on the emotional level.
Yeah.
But to be fair, we see a lot of potential for a heart in this character. The fact that he always wants to help his... Maybe it has to do with the fact that he had a sister and he remembers locking her away. If we want to add this to the story, we have to analyze this as, how a character would react to losing his sister like this. And not just that, but also maybe almost losing his brother to this, because Sherlock was using drugs and he was not there, and he reprogrammed his entire brain for this. Mm-hmm. He was out there, and I think knowing that he had to lose his sister somehow, Mycroft really became overprotective of his little brother. He really tried to keep him safe in his own twisted way. I love that the parents kept saying that Sherlock was the grown-up of the two, and Mycroft knew nothing.
I would say that at the beginning of the series, Mycroft was maybe more grown-up than Sherlock, but towards the end,
levels,
Sherlock did grow socially with Watson's
that's
help.
the thing.
So
on a pure deduction level, on a pure scientific level, I think Mycroft is way more intelligent. Like, he notices a lot more stuff.
Yeah.
But he lacks the emotional factor to go above and beyond sometimes. And it's been proven that, Sherlock sometimes came short with his deductions because of that. But thanks to John, he worked that up. Yeah. And it's been presented as a weakness. Like, even their sister was presenting this as a weakness. But I'm like, it's not a weakness to have emotions. You need those. And it's because she had those and she kept them locked up.
She couldn't understand them.
Yeah, she kept them locked up, and she didn't pay attention to them. And like you said, she didn't understand what she was keeping inside. So it turned her, it changed her.
I think that someone could say that since she was so smart, like a really, really high genius, she could understand the practical, the theory, and how things works, but emotions you cannot scientifically explain. Well, yeah, you can in a way, but
but it's one thing to explain emotions,
and
another thing
to
understand,
to feel it.
Yeah.
So I think I understand, and with that, why she was so disturbed. That's because it's one of the only thing that she couldn't understand, and the way that she feels towards her brothers, and towards the fact that she's alone, that she cannot connect with everybody else, and she saw her brother with a friend who basically kept her brother away from her. So
she just got rid of the nuisance.
Yeah.
She wanted to be a part of the games. She wanted to be a part of the family.
Yeah.
She wanted to feel these emotions, but
that doesn't excuse nothing.
No, of course, which is why she has to stay locked up. Yeah. But at the very least, now she's got the family showing up, and Sherlock playing with her, so she entertains this relationship.
You talk about reprogramming his own brain, and I want to talk about the fact that she is so good at manipulating people. Yeah,
and it's. Maybe it was intense in this episode. Like, maybe she manipulated people to a level that I'm not quite sure you can actually do that. But I know that you can manipulate people to some extent. Like, hypnosis exists for a reason too, It's all about using the right words, talking to the subconscious, and just understanding how the brain works so well that you can manipulate it and take it places.
You can do so much with the behavioral techniques.
The what?
Behavioral techniques.
Behavioral. Oh, okay.
Behavioral
Yeah.
techniques.
Like the behavior. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that she was just...
She looked like a fucking psychopath from a horror movie on that tape.
Yeah, she did.
But she played the part really well.
Yeah, she did look like a grown-up samurai. She was still alive.
I was thinking of the Ring, and the fact that we ended this episode in a well that didn't help. But I was thinking of the Ring.
I was a little bit dumb that Marty wasn't alive. It was just a little cameo in a flashback 5 years ago. But oh my heart,
that
Andrew Scott is so genius when he's playing Moriarty.
We're seeing him in Fleabag now. We can't help but see him as Moriarty. You know, it's who he is. He's amazing in that role, and I was glad he was back too. For even though it wasn't a flashback.
Yeah, it makes sense that it was 5 years ago.
And it explained. Yeah, you know, That was interesting, you know, Sherlock, when he was supposed to kill either, you know, John or his brother, and he was like, you did all of that in 5 minutes? Fuck! Like, his entire life was being played because of one fucking thing that Moriarty and Uros did in 5 minutes. Like, that's bullshit! But it explains a lot. You know, Moriarty was obsessed with Sherlock before, but she did give him, you know... It's like these two understand how important they were to Sherlock, so they both used each other.
Yeah.
Kinda.
You said that when they were kind of feeling each other through the glass, that was creepy as fudge.
Oh, they were so creepy.
I thought that it's like they were feeling each other about their own essence. Like, give me what you know, I'm gonna give you what I know.
Moriarty has been saying several times that even though Sherlock can play the game with him, he's not at his level. He's been saying that he's bored, he wants to play with people, and Sherlock was fun to play with, but he never beated Moriarty because he had the last move.
And I think that with Euros, he kind of
Euros, he found his
level,
his lover, his nemesis, you know, his true double in a woman's body, you know.
Yeah.
I think they felt each other on a higher level, you know, than everyone else.
Oh, that's
and
strange.
Which is why he was so into helping her, and he did take, like, she gave him clues to mess with Sherlock, so he was like, oh, thank you, that's so cool, like, he's into this.
I'm your Christmas present, what is mine? It's come
Redbeard. Aww.
Oh my god, I feel it.
Thank you.
What a good present.
But you know what? Like,
that was nice.
Love it or hate it. I think, especially like the last part of the episode. Like the entire episode was good. Acting was amazing. Like it wasn't over the top like some episodes we've seen before.
No. It
was emotional.
Some of the finales and ending were a bit too convenient, like we said. But yeah, it was.
The last montage with Mary talking, I think, felt like a great way to end this. Bringing back everyone, answering all the questions we had. I think it was done beautifully. And it's also a great way to leave the door slightly open because they're saying that we're never going to get rid of Sherlock and John Watson. So
true. But I don't see the point in ending a season 5.
Yeah, I don't see it
either. To be honest.
Like, I mean, go read fan fictions, go read the actual books.
Who could be bigger than Euros?
It's not about who's bigger.
No,
I know that in a TV show, you have to keep your audience entertained. And it's not a good idea to make something less intense after something huge, but you know they did it with Moriarty. After Moriarty, like they had 2 seasons, so.
Moriarty died at the end of season 2.
Yes, and they had 3 and 4.
Season 3 was with Magnussen.
No, but that's the thing. After Moriarty,
was flat. Sorry.
After Moriarty, they still managed to find something. It's just that instead of having a villain that was really, you know, making Sherlock work for his money, he was battling himself. He was battling just, you know, a normal person, but that ended up causing problems between him and John Watson. I feel like season 1 and 2 was about Sherlock as a detective, but 3 and 4 was about Sherlock as a human being. It was way more emotional. It was about him as a person.
The final case.
The final case was his own. It was how we became Sherlock Holmes, what shaped his entire life. And
Yeah.
it was really sad, but it makes a lot of sense. So, okay. So I thought I was gonna be really hot because of the coat, but I'm good. Because
The window is open.
Yeah.
Come on. It's cold outside. I'm freezing.
I'm really glad that we did this. Like, I don't know what we look like. Like, we probably look weird, but I don't care. Like, this is a t-shirt.
I don't know how I look on the cam, guys, but on our little monitor over there, I look like an old Irish man.
hitman. You look like a hitman, by the way. That's what I wanted to say.
I do. Yes, I do.
Like, you look like you should come out of this scene from The Leftovers when he's over there and there's the huge music. So you're from The Leftovers.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm a Sherlock wannabe
also,
with
I just want to say that I find it funny too that now I understand where he recorded all of the little scheme of miss me, and with Jim Moriarty.
Mm-hmm.
It was funny to it was really funny to just imagine him in a room recording stuff for a future uses. I love that they use
everything to torment Sherlock.
I love that they use his recording and the red light to lit up the anxious level of the characters and of ourselves too.
That's what Moriarty does. He just ups the stress level.
Yeah,
the anxiety.
Down.
Anyway, I mean, after months and months of a great journey with this show, I'm actually glad it's ending. I'm glad that we finished this. I'm glad that we watched the last episode. I mean, it's... I don't think I've seen a lot of shows that are just so well written.
Mm-hmm.
And this definitely, you know, hooked me up really fast. Like, the writing, the editing, the acting, it was all next level. It didn't feel like a TV show. It felt to me like several great movies. And it's different. But I'm so fucking glad that we watched this. So, I think that's it. Do you have anything else to say?
No, that's all.
So after this, you know, we didn't do any polls for replacing Sherlock because we already had a show in mind. We've been working on Chernobyl, which was supposed to be on this channel a long time ago, but now it's gonna happen. So
yeah,
we're gonna record this, and it's gonna come on Mondays after Sherlock. And I hope you enjoyed this last episode with us.
All right. So thanks you for the journey, guys. It's been a blast, and see you for the next one. Bye.
Bye.